I think it's really weird that The Simpsons in 2007 made a joke about Spider-Pig, and now it's a real thing. Apparently it comes from a comic book. I don't know which one, I don't know where it came about, but it's a legit thing. It's now in a theatrical film. Here we are. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is a 2018 film directed by Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman. I can't believe we're already getting another Spider-Man movie when it's only been a little more than a year since the last one. This one seems like a way for them to establish that there can be different dimensions and that some of their films, like the Venom movie or this movie, don't necessarily need to be connected to Spider-Man Homecoming, and it gives more relevance to the other Spider-Man movies they made back in the day. I feel like that's why this movie was made, just so they can make all the other movies more relevant. In any case, it works really well. This is easily the best Spider-Man franchise film coming from this year. It's funny that some of the best superhero movies being made today are animated parodies. We had the Lego Batman movie, and then we had Teen Titans Go! The movies, and now we have this. This is less of a parody. It does take itself a little more serious. It does take time to develop the emotions of the characters, and it does try to tell a solid story that simply has a couple gags here and there. The animation has been talked about since the beginning, and yeah, I think they really delivered. All the characters have a unique look. The animation style in general is very interesting to watch. It seems like a comic book coming to life. I don't know how to explain it more better than that. It's something you've never seen before. The only other short I can compare it to is the Paperman short that was made a couple years ago by the Disney Animation Studios. And it's great to see so many things that haven't been done in a Spider-Man movie yet. We see Miles Morales as the main character. We see a couple different villains. One is the Kingpin, who was already featured in two other separate superhero films, but not in the Spider-Man universe. And we also get to see the Green Goblin again, Doc Ock again, but some new ones like the Scorpion. So that was a lot of fun to watch. They do different things with them. They do really well at balancing all the villains, and they have motives that make a lot of sense. I especially love the cast that they picked for this film. They have Spider-Man Noir, played by Nicolas Cage. This isn't his first time going into a superhero flick. He was also in Kick-Ass, and he was just in this year's Teen Titans Go! The movies as Superman. You know, the role he almost played back in the 90s. We also have Spider-Ham, played by John Mulaney. Jorma Taccone plays the Green Goblin. Mahershala Ali plays Miles Morales' uncle. And we have so many others. I mean, Chris Pine, Nick Johnson. They all do great, and they fit perfectly in all their roles. I could see a lot of Spider-Man fans probably thinking this will be the definitive take on the character. It definitely lives up to what the comic books have promised. And it's funny, for as much crap as the studio gets, Sony didn't pull back any of the punches. This is a weird idea for a story. When they explain it within the film, sometimes I was thinking, wow, the way they're telling this, I'm surprised they're doing it this way, because a couple of years ago they'd probably think, no, this is too complex. Modern audiences aren't gonna like this. Only if they've read the comic books will they understand any of this. Instead, they just went full force and said, yeah, we're gonna make a movie about different dimensions and time portals and all kinds of different characters that you may have never heard of before. I really like that. It's kind of a ballsy move. Superhero movies have opened the door for lots of risks to be taken because, in a way, if a movie has the Marvel name on it, it's gonna make money. So they might as well take the risk. I'm going to have a more in-depth review in the future. Ryan on Patreon has me reviewing all the Sony animation flicks. I'll just say that while the pacing at times was a little clunky and I didn't feel all the emotions hit me where I thought it should, the movie is still, of course, a bunch of solid fun. The animation alone is worth the ticket price, and come on, it's Spider-Man. He never really disappoints. In my mind, he's only ever had one bad film, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This movie definitely finds new ways to develop the character, which I didn't even think was possible at this point, with so many different incarnations. I'll definitely be hoping for more sequels in the future. They do sort of set it up in the end credits sequence, but you'll just have to see it. It's pretty awesome. I'd give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 4 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching this video. What did you think of the movie? And just let me know if you want to see more reviews like this in the future. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching the video. A special thanks to Movie Johnson, Ryan, and Lucas for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd like to be like them and get exclusive access to content and blogs and even request reviews monthly, please click on the Patreon link, and thanks for your support.